And the spotlight is on these Chiefs bruising running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Chiefs and the Bucs on Sunday night.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Here goes a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And taken down just shy of the 40. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 55, Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl title. And these guys really outmanned the Kansas City team, who came up short in their quest to go back-to-back. And you look at these two quarterbacks, Brady, just a legend of the game. Many say the GOAT. Mahomes, certainly you could say, on a similar trajectory. And then we'd be remiss for not mentioning these two, of course, shared a Madden cover back in 2021. So this a hot ticket indeed here in Tampa. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact, and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Fournette once more on second down.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
They run for the first time here with Rachaad White.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady.
And a dump off to White.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady now to throw. And this is caught by Evans.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
This one taken in by Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down at 4, Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon.
Well, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
They run once more with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
They'll try again.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up.
Second drive as this offense comes back out. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down, back to Fournette. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now a play fake. Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Play action. Now it's Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there, finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. On play action, it's Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Speedy, elusive, always a threat to get to the quarterback. Frank Clark remains a high-end defender and made his 3rd straight Pro Bowl in 2021.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
Mahomes now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
First down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the 39, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back Leonard Fournette.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Brady again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Complete to Isaiah
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Mixon, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, a great one to wrap up the first week of October. The Rams and 49ers in the NFC Championship game rematch from Levi Stadium. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But we tend to give those running backs our smashes because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So first and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. He's got Otten. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Fournette once more on second down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
56-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will hold pat at 13. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On play action, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 3 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And the ball is knocked out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure insane.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw is Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
On the return, it's Toney.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Oh, that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4.
Play action. Now it's Brady. This one taken in by Otten. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now Brady. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
This is caught. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fournette diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Extra point try now for Saka. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now here comes Kansas City. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
4 yards remain for second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 30 up to the 41. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Brady's pass complete to Chris Godwin. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A handoff to Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Brady. Finding room in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Complete to Chris Godwin. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Brady to throw again. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back in the end zone, could he get his... And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Extra point put through by Succop, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd and 6. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.